And I thought to myself, self, hell, even Jeff would have went back right then. So you and I never really talked about that though. Listen, things are, you've got a life wrapped, but things are not awesome. You're not just,
No.
the cash is not just pouring in. We're still losing money. We're still trying to pull the nose up on this thing. This has not gone according to plan. And I know it didn't happen, but hypothetically speaking, if you're home at night here and end of a long day, getting ready to go lay down, house phone rings, you look at the caller ID and there's a 203 area code. You answer and it's the chairman on the other side. And he says something like, Jeff, listen, let's put all this silly stuff aside. Why don't you come home? Let's get you back on the program here. I'll try to call, if you're cool with it, I'll try to call up your old man. We'll try to work on taking what you guys have built and make it developmental, but we want you back on the big show. You'd have to at least consider that, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, consider it is you got to consider any and all options. At least take a hard look. But we're a year in. Kind of that's funny. You've never asked me that. You've never phrased it that way. I mean, when I kind of think back as you were going down that, when I had that conversation in 2019, 18 was the Hall of Fame, but 19 was when, hey, come back. It's just kind of a different set of circumstances. So we're talking 2003, receive that phone call. Let's kind of, what you just said, take what you have and let's try to figure this out. Boy, Conrad, as our pal Brew, what if that would have happened?
See, that's the thing. Like, I'm sure some of our listeners, when they hear me say to you, oh, well, Killings was basically insinuating he would have went back to WWE. And Lawler said he really wanted to jump at the chance to prove himself. I'm sure some of our listeners were like, well, man, that had to hurt Jeff's feelings. I was thinking to myself, shit, no, Jeff would have been tickled to do it too. Like the idea behind that, yes, we want to create something, but the reality was Jeff created, I mean, I don't mean to put words in your mouth, but you created TNA because you saw there was an opportunity to make money in wrestling. Now, a year later, we see maybe there's not as much opportunity as we thought, but if there's an opportunity to go back and make some big bucks and still spin off what we've been working, shit, yeah, we'd figure that out, right?
It's all about, I watched, you ever watch TED Talks?
Yes.
There's a great one by Guy Kawasaki about 10 points of innovation. But I thought, the void in the marketplace was there without question. Did we hit 1,000 roadblocks? Yes. But you kind of doing a hypothetical here. What if at the end of the day, you do it to, yes, a paycheck, yes, create financials, but it's not just the adventure, but let's go down this road and see where it takes us. And as a part of the entrepreneurial spirit that some folks, Conrad, have and some don't. And I think what you just laid out, that would have been, hey, well, Vince, I appreciate that. So get back on the big show. But I think I would have also said, we got this. How's this developmental? And I may have really dove into that, yes, be a talent, but also how can we make this work? That's there's more there would have been a pathway for success to that as well. That's an interesting thought. That really,
I mean, really and truly in this era, if that would have happened, essentially what you guys were building would have become NXT. I mean, even when you think about wrestling in the soundstage in Orlando, how is it different from NXT in Full Sail? All they did was copy your model, but because they had a hard on for you, much like they had a hard on for Dusty, they just said, well, shit, we'll just do it on our own. But like you guys had literally been doing wrestling in a soundstage for a long time before they ever decided to do that.
Yeah. Interesting.
And by the way, take a look at all the guys who came through your league and then wound up there. Kind of were their unofficial developmental league anyway.
Well, me and a few folks have had that conversation a lot.
Let's see. And the jack of all trades for you was Jeremy Borash. I wonder where he's at. And Terry Taylor was here. And these days he's
Where's Scott D'Amore at? You just kind of look at
Oh, and there was Road Dogg, and now